This is the first installment of a 3-part special on South Africa. On our journey, we will encounter creatures of all shapes and sizes. All on African Animal Adventures. Let us begin. Some of the most iconic creatures of the African savanna are the many ungulates, hoofed mammals, which graze these grasslands or hide out in the thicket. Ungulates are almost always herbivores. However, some, considered grazers, feed primarily on grass, while others, considered browsers, are less particular in their diet. Giraffes have long necks that allows them to browse the leaves and buds high in the treetops. Ungulates have a variety of social groupings, many of which involve living in herds, which may change with the seasons. In the case of a zebra, a breeding herd will contain one male and up to 4 to 5 females with their foals. Non-breeding males will often form bachelor groupings. Social units often reside on a territory, and a territory must be both marked and protected. Here, Blesbok mark their territory by bobbing their heads up and down through the tall grasses to deposit secretions from a preorbital gland. In the struggle to maintain social units and successful breeding, males often compete for females. Here, 2 male impalas are likely doing just that. However, when successful mating is achieved, the results are outstanding. The young you see here were all birthed within a 3-week period. This ensures that at least some of the young will survive. The young are ready to run with the herd within an hour of birth, an important adaptation, considering they often fall prey to lions and other predators. Most ungulate species need to constantly be on watch for predators. This dik-dik may look like it's resting, but it is on full alert. Unfortunately, this means even in the rain. But with the rain comes ample water and fresh vegetation. Many ungulate species rely heavily on the rainfall and the water it provides. Many water sources vary with the season. Water holes form from impressions in the ground that fill from the heavy rainfall that comes with the wet season. Water holes can vary in size based on the size of the impression, and they have the potential to attract a variety of species to the same location. The bushbuck does not often stray far from a permanent water source. In fact, when not hiding in dense vegetation, this solitary creature may be found confidently swimming. The African buffalo also requires a relatively permanent water source all year round, as well as sufficient rainfall. These large herds require ample rain to support the large amount of grass grazed throughout the day. These large ungulates also wallow in water and mud to both cool off and maintain social rankings. Water is so important in the heat of the savanna that often ungulate species migrate during the dry season to find both water and food. The blue wildebeest is one such species that migrates seasonally based on water availability. Of course, there are some animals whose entire survival is linked to water. The hippo has many adaptations that allow it to spend so much time in the water. The eyes, ears, and nose are all located at the top of the head. This allows the hippo to be almost entirely immersed while still being able to see, hear, and breathe. However, the hippo can also stay submerged underwater for up to 6 minutes at a time. They have a clear covering over their eyes called a nictitating membrane. This allows the hippo to even see underwater. Remaining in water for a large portion of the day helps prevent sunburn and insect bites. When not wallowing in the water, hippos graze on lawns of short grass within a short range of a water source. Here, 2 juvenile hippos graze alongside the adults. The young hippo playfully interacts with the other members of the group. The mother of this baby may seem peacefully grazing along the water edge, but if a threat arises to her or her young, she will become quickly aggressively protective. One major threat to young hippos is the crocodile. Similar to the hippo, the crocodile also has eyes, ears, and nostrils on the top of the head, allowing it to stay submerged in water for extended periods of time. This makes them especially adapted to hunting in the water. Living in the water, a significant proportion of their diet is fish. However, they will attack most creatures that come across their path. Despite their ferocious diet, crocodiles share another characteristic with hippos besides their adaptations to life in the water. Crocodiles are protective and nurturing mothers. Water is a precious resource that connects the many African species to each other and to Earth. Stay tuned for the next chapter of our African animal